Hello, my name is Katie, and I am a nurse educator. Let's talk about hypertension and some important facts you need to know to manage it. Have you ever been diagnosed with hypertension or high blood pressure? If so, you are not alone. Did you know that almost half the adults in the United States have been diagnosed with hypertension? That is roughly 116 million people. High blood pressure is known as the silent killer. This is because most of the time it doesn't cause symptoms. Many people don't even know they have it until other health problems develop. That's why it's really important to go to your doctor for regular checkups. They can check your vital signs and routine blood work to make sure you are healthy. So what exactly is your blood pressure measuring? Your blood pressure indicates how much pressure or force your heart is having to use to pump blood throughout your body. With each heartbeat, the heart sends blood through the large vessels called the arteries. The blood pressure reading is the amount of pressure the blood pushes on the arteries. The stronger the force, the higher the blood pressure reading. Over time, high blood pressure can cause damage throughout your body. This damage can lead to things like kidney disease, heart attack, heart failure, stroke, or even death. There are two parts to a blood pressure reading. The top number is your systolic reading. This measures the pressure when your heart contracts or squeezes. The bottom number is your diastolic reading. This measures the pressure when your heart is relaxed in between beats. It is important to know your blood pressure numbers and if they are in normal range. A normal blood pressure is 120/80 or less. Hypertension is diagnosed if either the systolic, diastolic, or both numbers are 140/90 or greater. A diagnosis of high blood pressure is usually based on the average of 2 or more readings taken on separate occasions. Remember, pain, anxiety, certain foods, medications, alcohol, tobacco, and drugs can affect your blood pressure measurement. Now that you know what blood pressure is and how it is diagnosed, you need to know your risk factors for developing hypertension. There are two types of risk factors, those that we cannot control and those that we can. Family history, age, sex, and race can increase your risk factors for developing hypertension. If one or both of your parents or grandparents had high blood pressure, then that increases the risk that you will develop it as well. Men over the age of 55 and postmenopausal women are at a greater risk for developing hypertension. Also, African Americans have a greater potential to be diagnosed with hypertension than other races. Lifestyle risk factors are things that you can change to improve your risk of developing hypertension. Your diet, activity, weight, stress, alcohol consumption, and tobacco use can all increase your risk factors for developing hypertension. High blood pressure is often a lifelong health problem, but it can be controlled with lifestyle changes in medicine. Here are a few tips to help you control your blood pressure. Choose a heart-healthy diet. Reduce your sodium intake. Stay at a healthy weight. Exercise regularly. Do not smoke. Limit alcohol. And control your stress. We have learned a lot today about your blood pressure, risk factors, and steps to take control. Let's recap and check your knowledge. What is a normal blood pressure reading? That's right, 120/80 or less. What blood pressure reading is considered high blood pressure? Good job, 140/90 or greater. True or false? Older men and women are at a greater risk for developing hypertension. Very good, that is true. True or false? African Americans have a lower risk for developing hypertension. Very good, that is false. True or false? Things like stress, activity, weight, and alcohol consumption can influence your risk factors for developing hypertension. Very good, that is all true. Thanks for joining me today to learn about hypertension. I hope this information was helpful, and you can use this knowledge to better manage your blood pressure.